Hello and welcome to my channel. Today on the playlist Our Pets. I'm going to unbox a bird cage that I have ordered, and it is a bird cage from China which is not very expensive, and I would like to show you if it is useful or not, and if it is worth the money I paid for. I paid for this bird cage 19 euro, and the cage has the size, or the length of the cage is 80 centimeter. It is 45 centimeters high and 46 centimeters wide, or in the depth. So it is quite big if you have it inside. I have ordered it because I would like to breed in it this year. I'm here in the basement in my hobby room. All our birds, all our canary birds are still outside in the big aviaries where they have plenty of space to fly around. However, the breeding season is about to begin, and in about 2 weeks I would like to put them in their breeding boxes here in the basement, and I didn't have enough, so I ordered another one. So let's unbox it and show what's inside. Afterwards we are going to put all the parts together, and I explain you what advantages this cage has and what disadvantages. So the first thing that comes out are a few grids that have already been put together. You just unfold it. Later we fix them at the side, but as I said, that's something we are doing later. It is not very difficult. I mean, there is an instruction inside, but you don't really need it. There are 2 pots for food and water. Yeah. 2 perches, and the good thing is these perches are quite thick, especially thick enough for finches, so that they can sit on it and their feet do not close. So if the feet close, their fingernails or their feet nails grow too long. But this is solid and quite hard wood. It is not cheap plastic. This part here is the poop drawer. And the last thing in there is a grid that goes. That's a grid for the back side, and this grid here goes above the poop drawer and gives the cage an extra stability. I'm going to leave that one out. I'll explain you why later on when we are putting it together. Yeah, that's all that you need. It's a tiny little parcel, not very big, but you don't need more. So, well, I can show you a little example cage that gives you a demonstration. Oh, it is over there. This is a model, a model of the big one. Just kidding. I use this little one when I transport birds. Yeah, if I need to go to the vet with a bird, or if I buy a bird or sell one, I use this little cage. But it is the same structure as the big one. And I can already give you a demonstration of the big disadvantages it has. Well, first of all, we have a poop drawer here as well, which is not bad. You can easily remove it, clean it, etc. But the big but is, let me come around, I show you. There is the grid that I have just mentioned when I showed you the big parts of the big cage. There is a grid above the poop drawer, which you can see here. Now you see it, yeah? And the bars of this grid are quite narrow. They are very close to each other. And that's the big disadvantage. Yeah, because, well, when you use this little one just to transport birds, it's no problem. But if you have a big cage and you constantly keep birds in it, well, the crap of the bird falls down, and with time, the grid above the poop drawer gets so dirty that the poop does not fall onto the poop drawer, but sticks between the bars or on the bars of the cage. So that's a disadvantage because it's quite not difficult, but it cannot be cleaned easily. I mean, the little one here I can just clean under the shower, so that's no problem, but the big cage is a problem. So I'm going to leave that grid out. It is needed because, well, it provides extra stability to the cage. I leave it out and I must substitute it by something else. And what this is, I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So let's put the big cage together. First of all, we put up the 3 grids that have already been attached, and then we take the ground piece and the grid that closes the back of our cage and fix it to the other 3 grids. That's what I'm doing here. The ground grid gives a little bit of stability and the poop drawer rests on it. We connect the grids with these metal hooks. There's a metal hook at each end, and there are 3 metal hooks on each side and 5 that go along the bottom. There are also these eye-like hooks that keep the bottom piece together with the rest of the cage. Here you see the connecting points, little iron hooks that must be pressed together. The only tool that you need is a standard pair of pliers. So no special instruments are needed. So here you see me using my pliers and it is pressed together. Here that's one which was done automatically by the company that produces the cage, but the pliers of the grid pieces that you personally fix must be squinted. And we are going to do the same with the bottom piece. You just bend it upwards 3 times. It's not very difficult and does not require a special skill. Everybody can do it. After that, we have quite a solid rectangular cage. Here I'm pointing at the hooks that I have pressed together, 3 at the side, 5 upwards, and 5 hooks on the long side of the cage. The only grid that is still missing is the one on top. Here you can see it. We just put the top grid on the cage, and again we must close the hooks with our pliers. So now it loosely lies on the cage, and I'm pressing the hooks down and close them. Well, should the need arise, you can open the hooks just in case you would like to dismantle the cage and send it in a parcel. If maybe you sell it one day, you can take it apart. So on the other side as well. And again, as you can see, it is very easy and doesn't require a special skill. So I have left out the grid above the poop drawer, and one can already recognize that the front grid is not very stable because of the lacking grid that should be there. So we need to invent something. Here it is. Here the cage is completed. Now we can put in the poop drawer, and the cage has a big opening at the front. If you would like to clean it inside, there's a little door for a food pot and 2 little doors to the left and to the right of the big one, which can hold a bathtub or a nest or anything else that you would like to fix outside. There are 2 handles to carry it around. So in all, it is quite a good and handleable cage. However, here you see the front grid is still wobbly and shaky. I'm showing it from the side. Here it wobbles to and fro. So we need to think something up that makes it stable and solid. We must not forget that we have not installed the ground grid because of reasons that I explained at the beginning, because it would get too dirty with time. Therefore, I have decided to connect the back and the front grid with 2 perches, which I have cut to the exact length needed. It goes in there. I have already drilled a hole or holes in these perches, and I'm using flat washers and a screw to fix them. And that's what it looks like. That's all that you need. And again, it is not very difficult.
doesn't require any special skills. Well, let's fix them with my electric screwdriver. So this one is done, the other one as well. Now we must turn the cage around to fix the screws at the back. That's what I'm doing here now. And you can already recognize my idea. The front and the back grid are screwed together and they are not shaky or wobbly anymore.
Well, the cage is ready. 4 perches, 2 thick natural branches from a tree, solidly screwed to the grid. So that is absolutely solid, nothing can happen. 2 perches which I have fixed with regular perch holders. You can take them out if you would like to exchange them. If you want to clean the thick branches, you can open a huge door, or if you would like to catch a bird. One can take out the poop drawer for cleaning. And then we have 3 little doors. To this one goes the bathtub, so they can take a bath. There's a little door in the middle of the big one for food. Drinking water or medication if necessary goes in there. And last but not least, the nest. The nest has a little door as well. So if you would like to ring the hatchlings, you need not take them out of the cage. Or if you would like to count the eggs or whatsoever, you open the little extra door of the nest. So the only thing that's missing is the sand, the bird sand, and the birds. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.